Welcome back!
Hey everyone, we're going to continue on with this cutscene.
You, my dear boy.
Just had Karen had a pee break, and then I talked to him a little bit about wrestling, because this is the day after an episode of SmackDown, and a wrestling show, for those who don't know, and just telling Cameron and getting him up to date on that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, now we find out where Quasimodo went. That's where we came from. So, we're going this way, Sora.
Because there's a chest up there.
And we're gonna save, we're gonna heal.
Yeah! Saving's always important.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was tempted to, like, call you and just be like, dude, I want to come by and play Kingdom Hearts.
Yep,
I don't care. I don't care if you're there or not. I want to play Kingdom Hearts.
Yep. It's a great game.
Something else is here.
I mean, I like to rant about their other, about their spin-off games, but I'm going to be honest, there's not one I've ever really hated. The only one I would say I never liked was Kingdom Hearts Recoded, and that one felt like everything I've already played before. Now, I'm pretty sure those who played and completed it's probably good, and I believe it does, and I believe I watched the ending of it. I think because have you played Recoded or seen what it's about?
I have not.
It actually, technically, it was the first game to come out after Kingdom. It was the first game, Kingdom Hearts game that was actually after Kingdom Hearts 2. It's about King Mickey back at Disney Castle, and he is trying to look at Sora's Jiminy's journal. Because do you remember in Kingdom Hearts 2, after Sora, Donald, and Goofy wake up, you had your fun playing as Roxas in the beginning of the game, and then there was that letter that said "Thank Naminé."
Yes.
So Mickey is curious about that, and they use like a data machine to try to translate the coding in it, basically, and it ends up creating this coded version of Sora that has to go it gets into this weird computer. It's like basically saying Kingdom Hearts had a virus kind of thing. And so you had to go in as this.
That's weird.
As this new generated Sora, basically. And technically, I don't know for sure. It could have been like the memories of Sora and Chain of Memories. I'm not sure. I'm probably completely wrong on that. But basically, you play as computer Sora, who's just like regular Sora, but he's the Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, and then you have to go through all the similar worlds again. So it's like Chain of Memories kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it was good. I believe I still have it, but I just could not beat it because I'm just like, okay, it looks like I'm playing the same game, but different kind of skin, basically.
Yeah.
But the ending was pretty interesting. You fight I think the final boss is Roxas but Roxas with 2 Keyblades. The Oblivion, the Oath Keeper.
Okay, not gonna lie, pretty sweet sounding.
And I believe it mentions about the event. Oh, so you have to jump behind you, I see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it's a very awkward place.
There we go. But that's what I mainly remember about it. And then that's what leads for Mickey to send that note to Sora and Riku. That same ending we saw at Destiny Islands. Remember that in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yes.
Yep, that's what it led to, basically.
Okay.
Which kind of made me happy, but upset at the same time. I'm happy because it translates how that happened, but at the same time it made me a little upset. It's like, oh, okay, so it's not like something directly related to Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. It was leading to another... It was basically leading to another side game, which was this game.
Yeah.
Because they got that note, which told them to come here to take the Monarch of Mastery. Which, yes, I understand it's an important part of the story, but it kind of just makes me upset because I was expecting Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes. I was expecting that note to lead them into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. The same as unless if you decide to look it up online, but if you're one of those people who actually beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PS2 100% and beat the final boss, again, you get a secret cutscene of a full cinematic fight between Terra, Aqua, and Ventus against Master Xehanorts.
Oh, it's fully...
Yeah.
Because the video I saw was just them talking about Birth by Sleep.
That was what you get when you originally beat it, but if you beat 100%, you get the full cinematic movie to it. And it's the cutscene you get when you play the game, but it looks 10 times better. Obviously, because it's cinematic version, basically.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't seen the whole thing, we can watch it in a little bit.
I would love to.
But it's really good, and the only way you originally could get it if you didn't look it up on YouTube, like I did, was to beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PS4 100%. Which was a challenge of its own.
Yeah, because does that include the Sephiroth battle?
It includes the Sephiroth battle, which he wasn't that hard. It's the, remember the odd jobs you did in Traverse Town, or Twilight Town?
Yes.
You had to do a bunch of those, and there's like one where you have to put like posters up around town square.
Oh yeah.
And you have to do that within a certain time limit, and the only one of the only ways to get it guaranteed is if you upgraded all of your extra costume forms. Because remember Sora's Valor form, Wisdom form, Master form, and all that.
Yeah.
Well, you got extra movement abilities. So Valor form, you had a high jump. Master form, you did a double jump kind of thing. Remember that?
Yes.
And in Sora's final form, he glides. Well, if you upgrade the levels of those costumes, you get upgraded versions of those momentums to where regular Sora can use them on his own.
Wow.
So eventually, you could have regular Sora be able to double jump, glide, in order to beat the poster challenge, like at the time that they want you to, you need to maximize those skills all the way.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
See, that sounds like
work.
Yeah, that's work, but it also sounds like Square Enix came up with that because that is Final Fantasy level shit.
That's not
Yeah.
fair.
And I think I actually did upgrade the thing. I never did the poster challenge because, like, I've already seen the thing. Unless I want to do it for bragging rights, I had no intentions of beating the game 100%.
Yes.
But and also there was like another thing where you remember how you can do the tournament modes in Hercules' world, except it's in the underworld now?
Yes.
If you went to Hades directly after you beat Hercules' story twice, you can go to Hades in his office basically, and you can do upgraded tournament modes basically.
Oh Lord.
And there's certain tournament, like there's like challenges in Jiminy's journal where it says you have to get like a certain number of points. The only way you can get those points is if you use Stitch's summoning, because apparently Stitch has a way to get you like a whole bunch of points. So you had to use Stitch to do that. I'm just like, that's a lot of work.
Well done, Quasimodo.
Oh yeah, I remember that thing. It's a map.
Nice.
Yep.
Yes.
When you wear this
I'm going to
woven
save
band,
her.
you hold the city in your hand.
That was pretty
It's
cool.
the city!
It's
It was-
the city, you idiot! Okay, it's...
It was such a revelation to them, like, oh my god, it's the city! No shit, Sherlock. Didn't really think it was that big of a code.
Nah.
Guess I had that pegged.
So the balloons, I believe, are for a mini game you can do with your pets again. It's some sort of experience growing thing, I believe.
I would not be surprised because one of the toys that you have is balloons.
Cat dog, stop belly flopping on the God.
Cat dog, you and I are going to need to have a very long talk.
Cameron, I hate to tell you this, but I think your animal's a little stupid.
No, I'm afraid it's like my uncle's dog Boomer, who almost gave himself a concussion from attacking my brother's Shadow on a concrete driveway.
I have some cat stories to tell now. Because
Like,
you said that.
I made the joke, and this is a very bad joke, so I understand if you leave in the comment like, oh, that's a sick joke, but I asked him, like, does Boomer have to wear a helmet into PetSmart to make sure he doesn't hurt himself?
Poor Boomer.
Like, does he ride the short bus to obedience school? Is that what I'm looking at here?
So, there was some friends of mine at the, I think this was when I was in elementary school, and I never met this guy's cat, but I was told it was very stupid. And I remember they were talking about this one kid's cat and how it has a very flat face, and they keep saying yeah because it keeps running its face into the wall.
Oh, Lord.
And then there was this one time when there was this friend of mine who I've known since 2nd grade, who I was spending the night at his house. And we wake up one morning, and we both woke up early, so we're just like laying on the couch just talking and whatnot. And all of a sudden I hear this rumbling and this thud outside on his roof. And I go, what was that? He goes, oh, that was probably my cat Luna. She does that all the time. Your cat tumbles off the roof and falls?
Are you telling me that your cat almost kills itself on a daily basis?
That just made me laugh because of how calm he was. Like, oh no, it's just my cat.
Like, dude, I don't think that's okay. I think your cat might have brain damage.
Yeah. Ooh, oh wait, is there an interaction thing? Oh, you got, oh, so that's poison. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, wait a second, why are you highlighted?
Triangle circle, triangle circle. Oh, nope, okay, there we go. Nope, the jump mechanic.
And there is nothing up here.
Okay.
You lied to me!
That's what this game does to you. I wouldn't worry about I think you have to progress onward now.
Yeah. Because these little bastards
Yeah.
don't give a good damn.
They do not, sir.
I saw, like, defeat the 3 big flowers, and I'm like, oh, these are big flowers. Nope, they're talking about these things. Yeah, because these look like big flowers. Do they not?
The Kingdom Hearts is like, defeat the big flowers. Oh, I'm sorry, did we say big flowers? I meant the big flowers.
I meant the moving big flowers. You know, that old chestnut.
You know, this same old song and dance that we do all the time. You should know now. We've made 10 games already before we make the 3rd game.
We're going to make 10 games before we make the 3rd game.
Oh, I don't know if you get a spirit of that thing. I just saw it was like that little flat face. It looked like a noob or whatever. You can get that. I would like to see that one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I checked the journal, most of them have like regular spirit forms, which kind of implies that there's
You can get them.
yeah, good versions of them that you can get.
Yeah, and I believe it is with most of them. There might be 1 or 2 you can't get, but as far as I know, you should be able to get all of them.
It might be a completion thing. Completionist thing, I should say.
Probably.
Okay, what do we got up here?
Heck yeah. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna slide like an eagle.
What do we got over here?
Seriously? You took me 2 feet?
Maybe you slide to the other way.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I don't think you've gone to that other side of the roof too, so maybe that could be. Oh, hey, cat dog. Oh, there's a chest.
Check. Aha! That's what it's leading me to.
Cat dog, what are you doing down there?
You silly, silly animal.
Yeah, that's all he is. He's an animal. Silly dog, hamster, unicorn, cat thing.
Yeah, you. Oh, there's the second one. Hi, ugly. Oh, it doesn't like being called ugly. It does not like being called ugly.
It likes to think it's pretty in its own eyes. Don't mock it.
It can keep telling itself that. It can tell itself that all it wants.
I think we've already made a rant about this before, I can't remember, but I kind of look at all these dream eaters and I like to just keep calling them heartless. Because that's just all they are to me.
That really is kind of just like the catch-all here, is that they are basically heartless. Because if you think like, oh, they're dream eaters or they're nightmares, that means they're not real.
Yeah.
Everything you're doing is pointless.
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah. I mean, we're not. If if, say, for example, if we could have, which we're not going to, failed this world, I mean, it's not like it's going to impact it in the real life or anything. Technically, that's what it should be, at least. Because, I mean, this is a test. No, this is real. I mean, at the same time, it's like, what's so bad about just calling them, like, Heartless? Even if they're a new breed of Heartless, I mean, I don't care if they're called the same thing as long as they look different. I mean, if you call these things Heartless, and I ended up fighting them the same way, and they looked like this, I wouldn't have cared if they were Heartless. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
Because that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm fighting them the same way, they have the same purpose in that there's all these different kinds of them. Each one has their own abilities, etc. So yeah, you're basically telling me they're like Heartless. I'm just killing them in a dream setting.
Mm-hmm. I just don't see why they had, like, it just feels like sometimes they have to say, oh, we have to make up a completely new enemy, because we've had Heartless, we've had Nobodies, which that's the main two I acknowledge. Then in Birth by Sleep you fought the Unverse, and I don't know how I feel about them, because while I really like Birth by Sleep. Like, if there was a side game I had to play, you know, Birth by Sleep is one I think definitely is part of the main game that you should play, because it has a lot of filler that to me makes sense still, without trying to connect the dots with some of these other games. But, and I guess the creation of the Unverse makes sense, but at the same time, I'm like, when I think about it, it's like, wait, was there a time before Heartless? I thought Heartless were always a thing. You know, that's why the Keyblade wielders are there, because they're constantly fighting the darkness in other people's hearts. And they're fighting the darkness so it doesn't spread, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there could be a period of peace, or there could be a period with none of these enemies. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, okay, what's wrong with making the Heartless look like the Unverse, but just calling them... I'm sorry, what's wrong with having the Unverse enemies, but just calling them Heartless? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just...
It goes back to the convoluted thing that I was talking about earlier, in that there's nothing wrong with wanting to expand your universe, especially if, you know,
chest.
fans...
Big chest!
Yeah, especially if fans are asking for it, which they were. But you can't just make things... Oh, another spirit recipe.
Yeah, that's the flower one.
But you can't just make things because they sound cool or because they'd be nice to have. You have to make it organic. You have to make it seem like it's all a part of the same world, or else it's just going to seem disconjointed.
Mm-hmm.
Which unfortunately is where, you know, it kind of gets at times, because they're trying to add all of this backstory, all of this side story, and then all this filler story, and it doesn't feel as organic anymore. It feels just like that. It feels just like that. Filler.
Yeah. It's like, okay, here's this next Kingdom Hearts side game. Here's this new enemy threat that the people have to fight. By the way, why hasn't this enemy existed before in the other games, kind of thing?
Yeah, and I've talked before about how I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars
currently. This is the entrance to the cathedral, I think.
Yeah, I think it is too. I just came this way to see if there was another big chest.
Gotcha.
But right now, Disney's trying to expand the expanded universe. But unfortunately, now that Disney owns it, they're wanting to put in their own bits. And they actually, you know, have said, oh yeah, this one thing, it's now not canon. It's essentially really good fan fiction. You know, that kind of bums me out.
That did upset me too.
One of the things it did, and it did right, was every story had to pass through George Lucas before it got published.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah. They said, well, there's all these wonderful novelizations being written. Well, part of that is that since this is still his creation and his literal universe, it has to still keep some kind of integrity to that world. So, you know, you have 2 novels about the adventures of Darth Maul before Phantom Menace.
That's cool.
Well, they're actually really good, and they don't really take away. One of them, it feels a little bit like they were pandering, but you know, another one is, wow, this really makes me think about the character more, which I think is what needs to be done in those situations. Is I don't feel like this is messing up my impressions and the movies. It's adding to it.
That kind of made me upset when because like I was hoping that some of the video game stuff was canon. Like I really liked was it Star Wars, the one where you play as Darth Vader's apprentice?
The Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. I was thinking Force Unleashed. Like, nope, that's a movie.
Yeah.
I would have really liked if that was canon, but then they're saying nope, only the original movies, the TV show, the Cartoon Network TV show. Great, I have to accept that as canon now, and none of the video games are. So fuck off, y'all, you wanks.
Yeah,
but that kind of upset me a little bit, but I'm willing to forgive it. But I always liked that story a little bit, so I was kind of hoping that would have stayed. But I'm not going to cry too much over it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
All right, so we're gonna switch over to Riku, and after that, you want to call this an episode, and
I will love to.
And then we'll continue this adventure. We're kind of we're slowly getting through this. We're wandering around too, but
yeah, we'll trying to do a little bit of everything, but progress is being made.
Yeah,
because we keep seeing cutscenes.
Yeah,
that's going to be our marker.
So next time we will be a little bit closer to Mr. Frodo for Riku. So be looking forward to that.
All right, till next time.
Later.